Howdy bike lovers. Well, today we're going to do something a little different but kind of the same. So keep on watching for this bike review of the Moustache Launch Edition Game 160.9 and the Game 160.8. There are various models of the Game in New Zealand. You can get the Game 160.7 right up to the Launch Edition, which is the Game 160.9. This is the Launch Edition here. There is obviously 4 different versions in there. Game 60.7, Game 60.8, Game 60.9, which is this bike here, but this is the Launch Edition with the launch colouring. It's a new model of the one that I've always been riding, and today we've got the opportunity to test these and show you guys the differences from the old model to the new. If we want to try and put these bikes through all terrain, i.e. we're going to do some tech downhill, we're going to do some flow, we're going to do some very tech uphill, and we're going to do some big jumps, some really big jumps. And I think that's going to give us a very well-rounded idea of what these bikes are like. Moustache made some quite dramatic changes, as you might see here, with the linkage setup to the rear triangle, and the shock is now on the top tube. We've got 2 options with the Moustache Game models. The 150 coming with the just Moustache rear shock, and the 160 coming with the Fox Float X. That's a 160 travel rear shock, hence the name 160, with a 170 fork Fox 38. You can see the bottom tube now runs all the way down here, and the motor has been turned from the horizontal position to the vertical. And this allows more air to get around the motor, and more air getting around the motor means better cooling. Better cooling on the motor means more efficiency. What I want to talk about now is the battery, because you can have 3 different types of battery on this bike. Currently in this bottom tube is the 750 watt hour battery. You can also reduce that down to a 600 watt hour battery, meaning it's going to be a little bit lighter. But you could also have the 600 watt hour with the Power More sitting in the drink bottle area here. The Power More is 250 watts. So you could combine that with a 600 watt, or you could combine it with a 750 watt, giving you 1000 watt hours of battery power. So personally, I like to ride with a 750 watt hour battery because I'm rather heavy, and I like to know that I've got full power and be able to go on long rides and use up all of my battery. However, Moustache's recommended settings for low center of effort would be to have the 600 watt hour battery and the 250 Power More battery, bringing the weight right down nice and low. So you can imagine the 750 is right up here somewhere, the 600 is only going to be here somewhere. With the Power More here, the weight's all going to be down nice and low. So if you're not using your battery all of the time, or you're not emptying it each ride, then perhaps the 600 watt hour and then adding the Power More, if you're going to go on a lengthier ride, would be the way to go for you. And in Queenstown, that's quite important for us because we have a lot of mountainous trails. So when we go riding, we climb a lot. And when you're climbing steep, and when you're maybe not as fit as what Chris is compared to me, I like to use turbo a lot, and that obviously uses the battery a lot. I have to suck in real tight with this angle. With regards to the rear derailleur and shifting, etc., the Game 160.7 comes with your standard Shimano XT group set. With the Game 160.8 comes with the GX wireless, and the Game 160.9 with the XO wireless. These bikes come with pre-installed accessories already. The nightlight cable routing, front and rear. So you can have a tail light here, it's already wired up to here. Headlight up there. Also frame protection on the rear, already cleared, but when it arrives, you can choose to have clear here or jazz it up a little bit with the different types of protection that they can provide. Also, the Fidlock bike bottle accessory comes standard, and the Fox front mudguard. This range of bikes also comes with a very handy tool set into the headset.
No way. Oh, oh, it's a tight one. And we're off. We are currently on a trail called Wink. We've ridden up from the Wynyard car park up through the McNally Gnarly access. Just want to get used to the bike first before we do anything too gnarly. So Wink's not that gnarly. And as I said in the intro, the goal today is to do something of everything. So let's see how we get on. Quite a steep section here. Whoa, overshot that a little bit. So I'm finding it's a large, this bike. My Game 9's a large also. I'm going to put up the geometry specs so you can all see them, but I'm feeling incredibly manoeuvrable compared to my Game 9. Don't think it's any shorter in the wheelbase, not sure. The seat tube angle was steeper. Apparently the fork is slacker. Very interesting. So we're still climbing, still getting used to the bike, but starting to feel pretty comfortable. To be honest, it's probably the first time I've made that corner. This, I know, doesn't look steep on the GoPro, and Chris probably makes it look less steep by pulling wheelies. But yeah, she's pretty steep climb right here. Woo! So it's quite good to go on tracks that are not so hard and tracks you know when you're on a new bike. And here I am on Thundergoat. Can't say I ride this one a lot because it's in the bike park, and I don't know, when you get an e-bike you don't tend to bike park as much, I don't think. I don't know, could be wrong, could be just me. Wow, I like it. So yeah, a little bit tentative. You don't want to be too tentative when you're riding, do you? But on a new bike, yeah. Dusty! You! On to original. Here's a track I know. Oh yeah, I like it. He's going for it. He's going. He's going. Oh, good try. If at first you don't succeed. Oh, this corner. Yeah. Oh, what? No. No. Yes. Yes. Yes, boy! He did it. Oh, this one. Oh, no. Yes. Come on. Up and off. Ah. Oh. Oh. So, we gave it a shot. Which brings us to the start of Creaky Winders.
We won't kill ourselves down here.
You mean we'll take it easy?
Yes.
Like we always do?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll put my goggles on then. Oh, it's getting serious now. Dropping. Creaky Winders. So this is a good techie, relatively fast techie trail. And I was keen to ride with this bike because I'm very used to this trail on my old bike. I say my old bike, it's still my bike. I still love you, buddy. Just left you at home for the day. See that wee shortcut I took? Oh, pretty proud of that. Oh, not so much of a shortcut there. Gotta look ahead a bit further. Excuse me. Pretty happy with it. Oh! I think I was focused on you too much. I wish somehow we could show you accurately the steepness. This will look flat to you guys. This is a constant, I don't know the gradient, but it's a constant gradient, relatively steep, with all these roots spread out all over the place. It's crazy. In the comments, let us know what you think about having a competition up here. An e-bike climbing competition. It'd be pretty cool, I reckon. You can imagine people on the sideline cheering and jostling, encouraging everyone to try and get up without putting their foot down. And you do like an elimination thing. As soon as you put your foot down, that's the height you get to, and you're out. And then have it timed as well, but only for the full length. And then I reckon that'd be cool, because then your positions are based on height. And if people complete it without putting their foot down, then their positions are based on time. I reckon that'd be pretty cool. Perfect riding conditions, beautiful scenery, scary terrain with a big drop off around the edge. Oh yeah, it's unbelievable how quick the EXO wireless rear radar changes are. Instantaneous, it's amazing. Blue Gazzy. This is a track I know pretty well. Apparently it's been refreshed a little bit. Oh yeah, that's what we like. Pretty amazing what our trail builders do. Oh, beautiful. You! I tell you what, this has been refreshed so nice. It was difficult to ride earlier on in the season because it had got so rutty, and it was like riding a staircase all the way down. It's still not a easy ride by any means. Oh, can't miss that line. And this line, what? Okay, I see. He takes the inside there, nice. Oh. So I'm finding the geometry quite different. The upright seat, I think, makes it subtle differences for me, because I think our legs are used to certain spots of contact. I pushed them down the hill then. Yeah, boy. Oi. Off camber. Not so bad, that one. I'm liking the geometry actually. It's just, well, it's just different, you know. New bike. Had to test that stump. This is one of my least favourite corners in the whole of Bugatti. Phew! McNeely gnarly!
Dropping.
Good work.
Okay, so now we're at the top of Mini Dream, and Chris has gone down to the main big jump down there. I'm just, we've done a little line, and just for a warm up, and I'm just going to do the middle line now to test the bike, because you know, I'm not used to the bike completely. It takes a while to get used to a bike. This is my first day ever riding it. We've done a lot of riding, and you know, we did nelly and really got a feel for it. So let's have a go now and see what we're like on the middle line, which is line 5, I call it, of Mini Dream. Here we go. So I brake checked a wee bit too much then on that big jump. The rest of them I got really nice. There's nothing else for it. Let's hit this big line. That was pretty flat. I had to pull out of that last one because I was catching you. You were deep that time. Oh, that was cool, very cool. So my thoughts, definitely an upgrade from my one. Playfulness in the air is quite different. The rolling speed felt way faster. I'll put the specs up now. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Needless to say, we talked for a long time over a few beers and drink. I had a great day, and we rode every bit of different terrain that we possibly could around the Fernhill skyline area. As you'll see in the video, we did massive jumps, we did tech down, we did tech up, we did flow. What more could you ask for testing a bike to see what you thought of it? And to summarise, I thought it was fantastic. You might be saying, well, hey, hang on a minute, you work in the bike shop. Well, in actual fact, I don't anymore. However, yes, I am a bit one-eyed. I really enjoy the Moustache bike. I know, because I've ridden one for so long, how well built they are. If you've watched any of my previous videos and those massive cases that I do on those big Mini Dream jumps, it's just been brilliant. Remember to maintain your bike. I've had some issues with my maintenance not being great if I've been riding a lot and forget. Someone says, let's go for a ride, and you jump on your bike and take off without checking it. Of course, you're going to have problems. So don't forget to maintain your bikes to keep it up to speed and fresh, etc. But yeah, in general, the build quality of the Moustache in general, you know, not just the games, not just the trails, but their whole range of bikes, the frame strength quality is just amazing. Given that I'm, you know, with all my ride kit on, helmet, shoes, cliff-in shoes, etc., I'm weighing in around about 95, 96 kgs. And when you case one of those big jumps with that amount of weight, and you'll notice I have my backpack on as well, with all my camera gear and bits and pieces. That really puts a strain on a frame, doesn't it? That's testament to the strength of the frame. So yeah, thanks for watching. I really enjoyed the bike, and yeah, I hope you guys get an opportunity to have a ride on the bike, because it's something special.